Welcome to another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I am your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe. This Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will, so I can continue to bring you that gospel of Gamecocks every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you're not rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. Captain Will. Hey, you can find me wherever you get your podcasts. You can find me wherever you get your podcasts, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts. Make sure you check out your man, Captain Will. We had some technical difficulties going down. We had some stuff going down, and it is fixed. It is squared away, and we are back, baby. We are back. So the Gamecocks defeated the Tennessee Volunteers. The Gamecocks defeated the Tennessee Volunteers today, and Tennessee came ready to play. They came ready to play. They came ready to play, but South Carolina continues on 24-0, 11-0 in SEC play, but this was not a good basketball game for South Carolina. This was not a good basketball game for South Carolina. It wasn't. By any shape or form, this was not a game that South Carolina will pin on the bulletin board and say, hey, we did a great job. When you're looking at film study tomorrow, it ain't gonna say, nah, we did great. Nah, no. Because Tennessee controlled a good portion of this basketball game. Tennessee controlled the first quarter, control the second quarter, and Gamecocks started playing our brand of basketball in the third and fourth quarter and outscored Tennessee by 14 points in the second half. But that wasn't our brand of basketball. South Carolina was stuck on neutral for a while offensively. We were stuck on neutral for a while, and it was like, okay, we know that Kamilla Cardoso was coming overseas and came back like she had some jet lag, but it seemed like a lot of the Gamecocks had jet lag tonight. It was because of the private plane. We had some jet lag coming from Columbia over to Tennessee. What was the deal? What was the deal? Not understanding what was going on today. And despite not playing our A or our B game, South Carolina still won. And still won by double figures. And because of that, because we're undefeated and teams, and I was telling my wife while we watching the game, and everything, I'm saying like, hey, baby, these are games like this right here are games that we're supposed to lose. And it's like, can't wait, what you talking about? I'm telling you like this right here. South Carolina was supposed to lose this basketball game tonight. Yes, we was a 21.5-point favorite, but we didn't play good ball. Tonight. We didn't. We did not play good ball tonight. Tennessee was out hustling us the first half. We were missing layups. We was not playing solid basketball. Now, Tennessee out-rebounded us in the first half. Tennessee, one of the worst defenses in the SEC, was controlling us. But because we are South Carolina and we are better than everybody else, we won the basketball game. Therefore, it's shot o'clock. Because everybody ain't going to win today. Everybody ain't going to win this week. We 24-0. 24-0. Okay? You got a whole lot of teams that wish they were 24-0. You got a whole lot of teams that wish they were 22-2. Whole lot of basketball teams across the land. So many teams losing. Kansas State losing, Iowa losing, and LSU losing, and UCLA and Stanford and North Carolina State and Colorado. All these really good basketball teams losing, but South Carolina is not losing a basketball game. Even though we play our C-level game today, we play an average game today. So with that being said, we're doing shot o'clock. I know y'all been waiting on it. The game went on a little long, and then I had this craziness with my computer, going out, my camera going out. Something went out. I'm not sure. My microphone went out. Something went out. But at the end of the day, we are celebrating another victory, and we got a shot. So we drinking some tequilas, and I say tequilas, not tequila, because multiples tonight. So we're drinking some tequilas, and for our 24th victory And you know what this symbolizes? This symbolizes right here. Because after every game, we do our shot. So we had 24 shot o'clocks this season. And we just keep it going. Y'all make sure that if you have a shot, make sure if it's alcohol, if it's beer, if it's water, if it's sweet tea, if it's lemonade, I can just go on and on and on. Fruit juice, whatever it is. We'll celebrate our Gamecocks tonight. Cheers. And for the brothers out there, because I'm just talking about the brothers. I'm going to talk about the brothers. I ain't leaving the sisters out. Not at all. But I hope y'all followed my assignment on yesterday's show and you took care of your significant other on Valentine's Day. And ladies, I know it's a lot of middle-aged ladies who watch my show. If your significant other did not take care of you on Valentine's Day, you hit me up in the comments. We'll talk about it. Because we'll talk about what went on over in the Williams household. Because I always stand on business with Valentine's Day. That's what I do. Captain Will stand on business. That's what he do. So I'm going to start right now with my co-players of the game. We're going to talk about our co-players of the game. We always do that. We talk about the co-players of the game. My first co-player of the game is Kamilla Cardoso. Kamilla Cardoso, welcome home. Welcome back. Welcome back to South Carolina. Welcome back to doing what you do. All 6'7" of you, all senior. Welcome back. Kamilla Cardoso did what she's supposed to do. And I know I say that a lot. She did what she's supposed to do. Well, Kamilla Cardoso did what she's supposed to do. She had 18 points, 10 rebounds, about 3 blocks, 3 assists in this basketball game. Now, for whatever reason, in this basketball game against a team that has a porous defense, we a lot of players on our team decided to leave their shooting on the bus. But it's fine. It happens. It happens sometimes. So Kamilla Cardoso did her work. 18 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 block shots. We missed you, girl, but welcome back. Welcome back. You know, and it was a concerted effort. It was a concerted effort of making sure that Kamilla Cardoso has the ball. She got the ball with the first 3 possessions. We're going to make sure Kamilla Cardoso gets that work in. We're going to make sure Kamilla Cardoso, if she got jet lag, we're going to run it out of her. We're going to run it out of her in the first quarter. So y'all was watching the game just like I was watching the game. And from what I saw, our offense looked stagnant. It did. Our offense looked stagnant from the beginning. We didn't look in sync. Our guards couldn't get the shot going. It was the multiple turnovers. Chloe Kitts had 3 turnovers in like 3 possessions. It was crazy. It was stagnant. And it wasn't like the crowd was all lit. They weren't lit. This wasn't a typical Tennessee crowd. They knew they was gonna get beat down, so they weren't like turning up like that. They weren't like that. It wasn't sold out. It wasn't close to sold out. The rafters, the 200 section, I seen a whole lot of empty seats. So they knew they was gonna lose to South Carolina, but we just didn't have it tonight. We didn't have it. We did not have it tonight. But Kamilla Cardoso had it. You know, I'm gonna tell you another player who had it. And this might surprise you. It probably won't surprise you because y'all watch the game. I'm gonna tell you this right here. When the hell did Raven Johnson become our leading rebounder? Somebody help me out. When did Raven Johnson become our leading rebounder? Raven Johnson had 15 rebounds. 15 rebounds. 3 offensive rebounds. Raven Johnson. Let me say that one more time. Raven Johnson, Hollywood, Crock Pop, ATL's finest, had 15 rebounds. Last game, she had 12 rebounds. The game before that, she had 8 rebounds. What is in the water with 5'9" Raven Johnson out rebounding teams? She had more rebounds than Kamilla Cardoso. She had more rebounds than Ashton Watkins, and both of them are dominant on the glass. What is going on? I don't know if she's in her Jason Kidd mode when I'm gonna be that point guard that gets a whole bunch of rebounds, get a whole bunch of assists, score when I need to score. She's getting her Jason Kidd on. Jason Kidd, one of my favorite players of all time. All time, especially in college. 2 years in college, this is what he used to do. I look at the stat line like, damn. Like Raven, maybe it's that That's So Raven video that came out this week because she was in her bag rebounding the last 3 games. She's averaging 13 rebounds a game. 12, 13 rebounds a game over the last 3 games. I don't know what's going on. Tennessee, they couldn't keep off the glass. You can't keep a 5'9" point guard off the glass. The girl had 15 rebounds. 15 rebounds, 5 assists. 15 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal. Now, she only had 2 points. I mean, well, hell, our 3-guard offense was non-existent tonight. I really thought that we was going to light them up. I thought we was going to light Tennessee up at the guard position. But you had a Bree Hall with 2 for 11, Raven 1 for 6, 2, and then Tina Powell 2 for 9. My math and my Marlboro County math do me right. That is what 3, 5. That's 5 for 7. That's 5 for 26. That's not good. 5 for 26 and 1 for 7 from 3-point line. Whoa, our guards didn't show up tonight. Offensively, we're shooting the basketball, but it's only one component. It's one component in offense, shooting the basketball. That's one. Okay, assists. That's another one. Rebounding. That's another one. So we didn't shoot the ball well at the guard position. We didn't. Not at all. But rebounding, let me see. Breezy had 3 and Raven had 15 assists. Breezy had 2. Raven had 5. Tina Powell had 4. I mean, come on. 4. I mean, come on. And cool. This is a cool stat too. A cool stat is when you look at the assist to turnover ratio, because South Carolina, I think, is like top 15 in the country in assist to turnover ratio. It's a stat that don't get mentioned a lot. It's a stat that just don't get mentioned a lot. So you have a situation where you got, Raven Johnson had 5 assists. Raven Johnson had 1 turnover. 5 assists, 1 turnover. That's damn good, y'all. That's damn good. And you have a situation with Tina Powell having 4 assists. 0 turnovers. So you had 9 assists to 1 turnover by our point guards. The two best point guards in the country. 2 best point guards in the country. I'm just saying it. I always talk about it, but I'm just saying it again. We don't turn the ball over, but we get assists. That's South Carolina. So even a day like today, when we don't play our best, I mean, it still looks good, just look good differently. It looks good differently. Now, I would say we underachieve in this basketball game. I'm sure y'all agree with me. We underachieved in this basketball game. We did. And we got Tennessee again, March the 3rd, senior night. We're going to light Tennessee up. We're going to light them up. But they play good basketball. Did they play good basketball? I don't know. Because I don't know. Because they only shot 32% from the field. They shot 32% from the field and 12% from the 3-point line. So they didn't shoot the ball well. I mean, we shot poor. 40% is bad for South Carolina when we average 50%, but they shot 32%. They shot 12% from 3. I mean, they ain't not light. They was lighting it up at all. They went long stretches where they wasn't scoring the basketball. Now they rebounded the ball well. They had 43 rebounds. We had 49 rebounds. Okay, so they did with that well, but it's just that I don't know. A game like today, I just feel a little perplexed. Because we didn't play our best, and we're not gonna play our best on the road all the time because these are babies, these are kids, But I mean, I salute Tennessee for showing up. I salute them for showing up and Kellie Harper having them ready to play. I salute, because they could have tapped out. Like, yo, okay, we good. We already heard the rumors about Kellie Harper possibly getting fired, and those rumors are probably be increased throughout the year. I mean, but I believe they still gonna make the tournament. I know Charlie Cream had them like 11th seed in the tournament. In the 11th seed, I believe you got to play it's quote unquote playing game. It's so weird. You're 11 seed, but you got to play the other 11 seed. Don't make no sense to me, but that's how they roll. But we might see them in the SEC tournament in a round. I don't know. Because we got a double bye. We're going to have a double bye. So when we see Tennessee, I don't know. But Tennessee, we got to play better. We get this situation, we get this type situation, shooting the ball situation out, and we get back to the confines of Colonial Life Arena, everything will be back to the goodness of what we're supposed to do. Okay? So that, and with Tennessee, this is the thing. With Tennessee having Rickea Jackson and Powell and Jewel Spear, I expected Jewel Spear to do some work tonight. I really did. I expect Jewel Spear to have a good game, but there was a specific game plan to take out Jewel Spear. It was a game plan to take out Jewel Spear. She didn't do nothing. She was 0 for 8 from the field, no points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist in the basketball game, 0 for 4 from 3. She did absolutely nothing in this basketball game. And Jewel Spear, in my opinion, is the best all-around player for Tennessee. Now, you're going to hear some talk about Rickea Jackson. Rickea Jackson this, Rickea Jackson that. Rickea Jackson is a talented offensive player. She's a talented offensive player. She is a shot getter. She's a volume shooter. But, I mean, Rickea Jackson had 19 points. Well, she took 20 shots, y'all. She took 20 shots. And 5 turnovers. 5 turnovers, y'all. The metric of you being a great basketball player, because she's projected to be the number 5 pick in the WME draft behind Kamilla Cardoso. Cardoso is picked to be number 4, and Rickea Jackson number 5. Rickea Jackson is one of the worst defensive players in the SEC. She is. That is what it is. That is what it is. She is one of the worst defensive players in SEC. So, but is she one of the worst defensive players in SEC because she got to do so much on offense? Or she likes to take a lot of shots? I don't know what it is. And Powell, she was on her, I'm going to shoot 25 times tonight. I'm going to shoot that ball tonight. She was 4 for 17, 0 for 5 from 3, and finished with 12 points. So you can finish with 12 points, but it's inefficient shooting because you shot 17 times. You can finish with, 19 points, but you shot 20 times. Those are not great numbers in my humble opinion. It's not. It's not. But I mean, ain't no shade to Rickea Jackson. That's a grown woman. That's a fifth-year senior playing against some freshmen. That's a grown woman playing against some 18-year-olds in some cases with Fulwiley and Tessa Johnson. You know what I mean? So it's I don't know what's up with Tennessee. I thought that Tennessee was going to turn into like this juggernaut when Rickea Jackson came back from injury, but they have not. They have not. So they played Carolina well tonight. Ain't going to happen again. And I thought the game was going to be. So it's kind of weird. This is kind of weird. A couple weeks ago, you follow me. I said I was worried about Tennessee. I was. Early on, a couple weeks ago, I was worried about Tennessee. But then I started watching more of the games. I was like, hold on. They don't play real defense. And I was like, okay, we're going to win by 20, 25 points. And then I saw the odds for Vegas, and it said that we was a 21.5 point favorite. Okay, so both me and Vegas, which is not a surprise because we work hand in hand. And once sports books get here in North Carolina, I'm become a frequent customer with draft sports books in Vegas. That's what it is. And I was surprised. So Vegas lost money tonight. They did. And everything was a surprise tonight. Halftime, they didn't even know what to say. You're like, what are we watching? And the next time, I'm telling you this right here, the next time they cut out of a Carolina basketball game to talk about Caitlin Clark, I don't care. She scored 800 points. We ain't ain't no Tennessee fans and no Carolina fans turning the game on ESPN. I was playing on Peacock. That's an NBC station. I don't give a damn. Don't have us missing no possession. The score was 33-31. They went to the Caitlin Clark showcase spotlight, and the game was 37-33. I don't know what happened. I wasn't at the game. I don't know what happened. Maybe y'all know, because I don't know what happened. I don't know. I don't want to miss no possessions of our game on ESPN prime time to hear a love fest about Caitlin Clark. And some folks are going to say, Cam, you always talk about damn Caitlin Clark. You always hate. Well, that's me. I'm like, come on now. Come on. Like, we here to see some Gamecocks. We here to see some volunteers at the SEC. I don't give a damn about no Big Ten. No. Let NBC worry about Big Ten. I ain't studying about them. All right, so let's go to some comments. And the first comment I have to talk about today. The first comment I got to talk about today is we have to discuss. I got to pull it up. We got to discuss. I got to wish somebody a happy birthday. His name is Roderick Niles. I met the young brother at a USC game. I think it was last month or month before. I met him. Very gracious. It was 2 brothers, and it was nice to my wife, and he took a picture. All good stuff. So Roderick Niles, I want to say happy birthday. Enjoy your day. Turn up. Enjoy life, brother. Life is too short. We all saw this craziness to happen at the Kansas City Chiefs parade, Super Bowl parade. Life is too short, y'all. And Roderick Niles, enjoy every second of it. So if y'all if y'all having a birthday, a bar mitzvah, if I need to get you out of trouble because you messed up because you didn't get your wifey Valentine's Day stuff, and I need to sing a song, whatever the case may be, hit me up on Instagram. I'll be glad to do it. Michelle Malone, what's up, girl? Wasn't pretty? And she spelled wasn't pretty. Well, she actually said wasn't pretty, but it's a win. But in my country twang, I said wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty, and thank you for being a member. You know, for members this week, the question was asked, hey, Cam, we're going to do another members-only chat. So we're going to do another members-only chat on Monday, 8 o'clock p.m. Y'all get more information. If you want to become a member and talk and have a more exclusive chat with old Captain Will, just go to the YouTube channel, click on members, click on join, and that's it, bro. That's it. Buddy Rowe, at Buddy Rowe, found a way to win while playing ugly. You sure right, bro. You are sure right. Margaret Dubber, let's hit that like button. Yeah, hit that like button. It helps to, because you know what? When I started this podcast, I didn't understand how you make the algorithm grow and how you get likes. You need that likes help your channel and comments help your channel, and then it could grow out more and then more impressions and all this cool stuff. So, like Margaret W said, hit the like button, and so we can help this thing pop. Shakim, Bree Hall shot was blocked. She missed bunnies. She traveled like the time. This cat said the time traveler's wife, but she got the nod in the fourth quarter. Bree hit that big 3-pointer in the fourth quarter because she missed one, and then came back and hit the one at the top of the key. That's confidence. That's like I'm a dog. She like this. I know I'm not on tonight, but I got the confidence to hit the shot, and she did it. More props to Bree. Brian Garcia, what's up? It definitely wasn't a good game, and South Carolina can't afford to play these kinds of games in the tournament because they will get bounced. Thank you for the comment, Brian Garcia. Appreciate it. The tournament is weird. Because you're playing teams that you normally don't see often. So it's a lot of good coaching. It's a lot of matchups. It's things like that. Now, every team that South Carolina plays, we will have a matchup advantage, and we will have a talent advantage. With only talent, you know what? I'm trying to think. Yeah, we have a talent advantage on every team across in the country. But we got to play consistently good basketball, our version of basketball, through the tournament. Now, in the tournament itself, you're gonna have some lulls. But I said before, there's not a team in the country that can beat South Carolina through 4 quarters. It might be first quarter, might be second quarter, but eventually South Carolina's depth is gonna wear on a team, and we're gonna go on a run. And then 99% of the time, you're gonna lose the basketball game. You're going to lose a basketball game. A game like today, a lot of teams will lose that type of basketball. They will. Because you go into games and like, oh, man, you're 20-point favorite. And you are supposed to win, but it ain't no video game. So you got emotions and sometimes you have off nights. And tonight we had an off night shooting the basketball. We did. We had an off night. And our guards did not shoot the basketball well. And I talked about Powell, and I talked about Breezy, and I talked about Raven, but you got to include, Tessa didn't shoot the ball well. She was 1 for 5. Fulwiley, she was 2 for 6. We didn't get good guard play anywhere, shape, or form. We didn't. Nowhere. Our post play won the game. It won the game. Sania Feagin, was 3 for 3. Watkins 6 for 9. Our post players won this basketball game. We were one-dimensional this game, and we ended up winning the basketball game by double figures, I appreciate the comment, fam. Ernest Boyd, every game is not going to be a good game, but Gamecocks got to win. You sure right. You are sure right. Every game is not going to be a good game. It's going to be some sloppy, ugly games, and it's going to be games where we're like, oh, God, it's going to be tough. And it might be a game early on in the tournament where we say, okay, this team gave us a little run. And we just get those out the way. The cool thing about the tournament, the first 2 rounds are at South Carolina. Okay, so we basically just, we just waiting. Because there ain't no team, because we're going to play what? We'll be the number 1 overall seed. So we will legitimately play the worst team in the tournament the first round. Okay, so we're going to play that team. So we play the worst team in the tournament the first round, and it's at Colonial Life Arena. So that's a win by 50. Okay, and then next, so in the second round, so we down to 64. So we're down to 32. So the next round, we're down to 32 teams. So we'll be playing either just bracket sense. We're playing either the 8th ranked team or the 9th ranked team in our bracket. Okay. But that game would be in South Carolina too. So that game would be, another win for the good guys. Okay. And then we got to go on the road. Sweet 16, we got to go on the road. My opinion, that's when we got to really start playing basketball. Is there a chance that South Carolina lose the first round? Hell no. Is there a chance that South Carolina going to lose the second round? It's always a little chance. It'll be a little bit of chance, right? A little bit of chance. But South Carolina losing in the second round. In second round. So then we got to get ready and get play. I think we playing Albany or somewhere. I don't know. I seen the little bracketology thing that came up, but it's still way off. At the end of the day, South Carolina play B-level basketball. We're going to go far in the tournament. We play A-level basketball when we supposed to play A-level basketball. We win the whole thing. Okay. All right. So appreciate the question. KYT video. It pays to have quality basketball players on the bench. You are so right. You're right. It pays, because if one player ain't putting in work, if two players ain't putting in work, you can put another player in, and they can put in some work. They put in the work. They can put in the work, and that's what happens. It always happens. We played 9 players tonight. 9 players. All 9 wasn't good. All 7 wasn't good. Hell, all 5 wasn't good tonight. But we had enough players, enough talent in this basketball team to score and defend when we needed to. Those are the facts. Antonio, right, with not our best game. Our mental fortitude edges out. The girls, again, these are games that a young team has to fight through. Ashton Watkins is a sophomore. Chloe's a sophomore. Raven is a redshirt sophomore. She's a sophomore, okay? You got a lot of young players who getting burned, who has not gotten burned in quality situations. Breezy's a junior, Sania's a junior, but neither one of those players played like quality minutes as a freshman nor a sophomore. So there's at times, and I'm amazed at how the growth that Breezy has done over the course of the year, because Breezy's like, I'm a dagger. I'm going to shoot this shot, and I'm going to ball. And you got Raven Johnson getting 20,000 rebounds in a basketball game. I'm blown away with that one. But these games like this, against Utah, against North Carolina, against Duke, these are tournament type games, tough games in a hostile environment that we won. LSU, that was a tough game. Shakim, lay with the butter is better than Bree Hall. I didn't do a full shot. Babe, can you come out here? Because Shakim making me drink tonight. Shakim, what's up? First off, what's up, my guy? Lay with the butter is better than Bree Hall. I love Breezy. I love Fulwiley. But bro, no. Bree Hall at this point in basketball is better than MiLaysia Fulwiley. Come on now. Come on. There's no come on. I'm just saying, offensively and defensively, she is. Real talk. if we want to do the analytic, I can put my analytic hat on. Breezy Hall is having she's shooting 50% from the field. Before this game, she was shooting 50% from the field, 50% from the field, from the three. Playing when our best perimeter defenders, Raven Johnson is our best perimeter defender. Breezy Hall is our second best defender. She averaged 1 minute. She's bigger. She's more effective scorer, more efficient shot maker. MiLaysia Fulwiley is going to be great. And but okay, bro. She is Bree Wayne. We played Tennessee's pace for 3 quarters, for sure. We played Tennessee's pace for 3 quarters, and for sure 2.5. Thank you, babe. Good Lord, thank you. We did. We started turning the game around. I was like, oh, hold on, this game is getting way too close. And you're just waiting on him to put the gas on for us to get stops and stop this mess. And it happened. Antonio Schuler, too many turnovers. You're right. It was too many turnovers. We ended up with 12 turnovers. See, this is the thing, right? We had 12 turnovers. We averaged, real talk, South Carolina averaged 14 turnovers a game. So we actually had less turnovers than we normally have. We had 12 turnovers. What happened in this basketball game, we had a bunch of turnovers in the first quarter. We had a bunch of turnovers in the first quarter. We didn't have many turnovers in the second half. We didn't, because we started playing like we normally play, where we take the ball. First half, we were making a lot of mistakes, and we started doing turnovers. You know, and we got it back together. We got it back together. So we are 30 minutes in honor of Raven getting 15 rebounds. We're doing another shot, so get your shot glasses up. Shot o'clock, keep it going, keep it moving. Sharon Evans. What's up, Sharon? Cardoso definitely looks sluggish. She did. I don't know what she went out for early in the game. If somebody knows, hit a brother up, because I don't really know what she went out for. Maybe to catch a win or something. It was towards the end of the third quarter, fourth quarter, she went to the bench, and I was so glad she came back. But if anybody's traveled, and I'm sure most of the people on here has traveled, you know what it's like taking those transcontinental type flights. It takes something out of you. It takes something out of you physically. And when you 6'7", I don't care how you traveling, what mode of transportation in regards to first class, super first class, medium first class, whatever type of class you flying in, it's going to take something out of you. So you're playing high-level basketball on one end, then come back here and start playing more high-level basketball. It's going to take a break. So Don was right, you know, with the jet lag and so forth. And it took a little time. Michelle Malone, Ashlyn Watkins put in work. She does. She did. The girl is so confident with her play. She got the assignment of guarding Rickea Jackson. Rickea Jackson got her a few times. Ashlyn Watkins got her a few times too. The only difference is, this is the difference. This is the key, Jack. This is the key situation of the matchup, in my opinion, of the game. You got the fifth-year senior playing against a sophomore. You got the grown-ass woman playing against the kid. And to me, it was a Watkins win. It was a Watkins win by every stretch of the imagination. Okay, Rickea Jackson had 19 points, okay? Watkins had 14, okay? Rickea Jackson shot the ball 20 times. Watkins shot the ball 9. So that's a win, you know? And in terms of rebounds, Watkins had 10 rebounds. Rickea had 6. Watkins had 4 steals. Rickea had 2. Watkins had 1 block. Rickea had 1 block. Turnovers. Watkins had 3 turnovers. Rickea Jackson had 5. So that's a win for the fifth-year senior going against the uprising new spangled thing named Ashlyn Watkins, who was close to having a breakaway dunk, but the game was too close. Ashlyn Watkins won that battle tonight, y'all. She did. She won that battle. Michelle J., what's up, girl? Cam Will and fam, cheers. We found a way to win. I don't care how much. I don't care about how much. One game at a time, ladies. You're so right. Michelle J., you are so right. Appreciate Michelle J., Michelle Malone for being members. Those is my peoples. Elizabeth Anderson, Watkins and Cardoso brought the offense. They sure did. We were led by Watkins and Cardoso in scoring. I can't say in rebounding, because Raven did her work on rebounding the ball. But for real, they brought it home when they need to bring it home. Mocha Latte, Breezy does what she needs to do to help the team win. Yeah, she plays good defense. She plays solid defense, and she hit big shots. That's all that matters in my book. That's all that matters in my book. And when you have a player who's not shooting the ball well, she was 2 for 11. She wasn't shooting the ball well, but she has the confidence to know that the next one going to go in, and the next one went in. It's so true. So true. Byron Keith, what's up, fam? Captain, free throw shooting has me a little worried. In the tournament, pressure affects free throws the most. You're right. You're right. And we were 50% from the free throw line tonight. Cardoso 2 for 4. She normally sits about 70%. Breezy was 2 for 2. Watkins is our worst free throw shooter. Like I said before, this is the problem with South Carolina. We shot 16 free throws. Watkins, who was our a 50% free throw shooter, was 2 for 6 from the free throw line. That's a big portion of our free throws. Okay, Sania was 1 for 2, and Tessa was 1 for 2. Tessa normally hits her free throws, and Sania is a good free throw shooter as well. So you have an aggressive, go to the basket, I'm gonna beat you up type person in Ashlyn Watkins, but she also is a liability at the free throw line. So if Watkins didn't take, let's say for instance right here, Watkins didn't take any free throws tonight, we would have been 6 for 10. That's 60%. Still ain't good at all, but When I do tomorrow's show, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow, Friday. When I do tomorrow's show and really look at the analytics of where we are and what we do and all things like that, we got to improve our free throw shooting. But I got to look at what we've been doing in SEC play through these 11 games in our free throw shooting. I really got to look at that. But I appreciate you, bro. Lee, Raven, always getting rebounds. Always. I'm like, what in the world? It's so awesome. It's so awesome seeing, because rebounding is just effort. Rebound is effort. No matter you 5'9" or you 6'9", rebounds is effort. And I'm going to get the basketball. And she's already quick as a hiccup. So if she quick as a hiccup, she's going to get to the ball when she wants to get to the ball. Raven Johnson can get to the ball when she wants to. Right? What you showing? What Raven Johnson is showing scouts today? Whoever watched the game today, there's a lot in my bag, y'all. It is a lot in my bag, and it's I say like plies. There's a lot in the crock pot. A lot in the crock pot. It is. I mean, you're talking about sausage. You talking about some onions. You talking about some goodness in there, some potatoes, some strained beans. Y'all put strained beans in it too. There's some goodness in it. And Raven got a lot of it. She do. She got some goodness. 15 rebounds. That's the most impressive thing that I saw tonight in basketball. That's the most impressive thing. No matter what other people score and do all these things, we won the basketball game, all this, that, and third. A 5'9" point guard getting 15 rebounds is crazy. That's crazy. Sick. D Struthers 11. Raven Johnson is a baller. She hitting boards hard and she is athletic. So many truths. So many truths. Tell no lies. Tell no lies. Family, we 36 minutes in. If you have not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. If you're just chopping it up with me, looking at my pretty face, I shave, look kind of fly. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching me right now, too, also go to your phone and click on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, whatever, and follow your man, Captain Will. So many great things tonight, and we won. We won. We have not done a pity party for South Carolina Gamecock women's basketball yet. We haven't. We got Georgia on Sunday, game day on Sunday. It's going to be a crazy crowd. I am not sure why in the world is game day coming to South Carolina to play Georgia. That is literally, we will win by 40 points against Georgia. I don't know why. No, it's like you just rolled it. I think they made a mistake. It's like, okay, we got to go to game day somewhere. So we go to Georgia. When South Carolina play Georgia? What? That don't make no sense to me. It don't make no sense. Why? Like, you better be here March the 3rd when we play Tennessee. That is a game that needs to be game day. I have no idea. I don't know. But that might be a game where Tennessee, where ESPN might turn from their own game and go show something else. We're going to beat the snot out of Georgia. I mean, like, what? What are we doing? I don't know. Tennessee had me messed up sometime. I don't know what to be doing. I know. So, great comments. And you know, we're 38 minutes in. So, this is what I want to do. Family, we got 452 people watching right now. I want to talk about my Valentine's Day with my wife on yesterday. So I can talk. So this is because y'all part of my family. So if y'all part of my family, y'all need to know what's going on, right? So I booked this, Valentine's Day in Charlotte. Charlotte's a big city and everything. So the nice restaurants, they go out fast, right? So I made this reservation a couple months ago. I was like, okay, I always do something dope. I always do something amazing for my wife for Valentine's Day. Hope y'all do too, because you got the right one. You want to celebrate them. This is Captain Will's talk for today. You want to celebrate the one you like, right? And you definitely want to celebrate the one you love. So, I do the reservation, and we go to the reservation is the gallery, you know what I'm saying, here in Charlotte. Beautiful place. And they had this prefix menu where you could choose, like, there's a first course, and it had something else, like, I don't know what, some first course words I can't pronounce. And matter of fact, I can put it up on my photos. And be right back with me. So we had the first course, and it was like this right here. And there's a lot of words that big words, fancy words. So you have the crab asparagus terrine, not sure what that is. And then you had the first course of some tuna tartare. Tuna tartare is fly. I thought it was gonna be like some tuna fish or something like that, but it was really good. With some soy, ginger, and stuff. And then they have that we did what's the thing called? The Lover's Paradise for two, and it was a tomahawk ribeye. You remember watching the Flintstones and Fred and Barney, especially Fred. Fred come out there with that big old huge steak, and that big old bone. That's how that tomahawk was, like a tomahawk. That's huge. And so we shared that, and it was good. The temperature was medium, not well done, not well done. Don't be y'all. We grown. We ain't. This ain't. Y'all. You get a steak. You don't do no well done. You do medium or medium well. Don't do that because you get well done and you can hit the thing with a sledgehammer. It ain't gonna go nowhere. But it was so good, and puree and scallops and truffles and all this crazy stuff. It was amazing. It was amazing. And then with each course, they gave us like a wine pairing with it. So they blend in the wine with the course and the dessert and all the different wines. So they kept giving us wine. They're like 4 different courses. So they're giving us 4 glasses of wine. So I'm like, yo, I'm about lit. I look at my wife. She's like, yo, I'm about lit too. So I said, okay, may as well just stay. No need to be a statistic talking about we're going to drive back home. Got too much to lose. So we decided to stay and then, continue festivizing with ourselves and loving each other and all this different stuff, drinking, looking at people, talking about people, all these good stuff that we was doing. So we eating our dinner and drinking and having a good time. And then say, okay, it's about time. We were there like 2 hours. And then we say, okay, we're going to go. And cause I didn't even check the hotel yet. So I got to go check in the hotel. Got a little room key. Nice, beautiful hotel. One of the beautifulest hotels we've ever seen. Then we say, okay, so I'm going to go get some water. We're gonna go to the bar, and we go to a bar. He's Captain the Wheel, so I got to get something to drink. So we sitting there drinking, getting another drink, and I got a little lemon drop martini, and wifey got some old whiskey sour type deal. And then a couple came over to us. They felt our energy, we felt their energy, and it was all good. So we having great times. Valentine's Day, all this different and third. We sat there talking to these folks about 2 hours. And when I say we was doing some drinking, Lord, we was doing some drinking, but we had a great time. Great time. And then we stayed overnight and, you do things that you do. We all grown, you know what I'm saying? Then we come back home and everything's good. But here's the thing. Celebrate the one you're with for as long as you got them, because you never know when it's going to be taken away from. Those are facts. This is story time with Captain Will. Story time with Captain Will. I'm a man of my honor. I'm a man of my honor. And it's all good, man. It is all good. So, Gamecocks. Let's get ready for Georgia. Because, games like this, it's a struggle game from portions of the game. But when you look at the scoreboard, the Gamecocks still won by double figures. And we still are undefeated. And we still, going to go down so far, 24-0. And, I mean, just looking like this right here. We was 36-1 last year. 36-1 last year. 36 with 24. Was that 60? We are 60-1. The last 61 basketball games. 60-1. That is freaking crazy. That is crazy talk. Who for this young basketball team? That is insane. That is crazy. That we are so good at such a young age. It is so good. Because we don't know what's going to transpire later in the season. We've been lucky with injuries. We've been lucky with injuries this season. We've been lucky this season. We had, you could call, Cardoso going away for a couple games. It's not an injury, but she was away. You had Tessa miss a couple games early in the season. You had Powell miss a game or two, early in the season. But this is crazy, y'all. This is crazy. I did a video early this week, and it was talking about, what if Kamilla Cardoso came off the bench? And it wasn't like I was trying to say that Kamilla should come off the bench. Don't get me twisted now. Don't get me twisted then. I should say that Kamilla Cardoso should be coming off the bench. Kamilla Cardoso is one of the 2 best players on our basketball team. She's one of the 2 best players on our basketball team, and I don't believe she should come off the bench, right? And during that video, made some stats and things like that. And it was dope. And the only reason I did that video, only reason I did that show, because I saw some stuff being taught. So if people talk about it, I'm going to talk about it too. So that's the stuff being taught, right? And then Dawn talked about it, and Ashley Watkins came out and said, I want to be the 6th woman of the year. 6th woman of the year. Well, I think it's SEC-wise, that award locked up. Ashlyn Watkins is definitely the SEC Player of the Year, for sure. I think now we're talking about nationally. We're talking about nationally now of the 6 Women of the Year. I mean, Ashlyn Watkins is the best defender in the SEC. The best defender in the SEC. Her defensive rating is the lowest out of any player in the SEC that plays over 20 minutes. That is Ashlyn Watkins. So there's a high probability that Ashlyn Watkins will get a lot of hardware this season. A lot. SEC player, 6 Women Player of the Year, check, done. SEC Defensive Player of the Year should be done. Potentially NCAA 6 Women of the Year, possibly. Now, of course, Ashlyn Watkins can start for 359 teams across the Division I. She can start for all the teams, including our own. She just happened to play for the best team in the country by a large metric. But Ashlyn Watkins is averaging almost a double-double in SEC play and overall. She's having a similar career, a similar season as a sophomore that Kamilla Cardoso had as a junior last season when she won SEC Player of the Year. 6 Women of the Year. I think that's done. She is so exciting to watch. Ernest Boyd. What's up, my guy? What is up? Thank you for the tip. I appreciate the love. Thank you so much. And thank you for the comments that you be making. Really good guy. Ernie Weber. Need a layup class. You funny, bro. Robert, Chloe Kitts needs to get stronger. And she will. I mean, she just graduated. She graduated high school, last year? She graduated high school last December. She showed up last year. She will get stronger. She's playing. Yo, this is the thing, right? Rickea Jackson, 23 years old. Rickea Jackson is a 5th-year senior. Go back and look at Rickea Jackson when she was a sophomore and a half or a freshman and a half. And compare that person to Chloe Kitts. I get a lot of stuff about Chloe Kitts. She need to get stronger. She need to finish her layup. She need to do this. She need to do that. Yo, if we look at Chloe Kitts, we just look at this right here. Chloe Kitts averaging 19 minutes a game. She's averaging 19 minutes a game. In those 19 minutes a game, Chloe Kitts is averaging 10 points per game. 10 points and 6 rebounds. What is the problem? What the problem is? She's averaging 10 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. She's shooting 54% from the field. She's one of the few players on our basketball team that hit free throws. Come on, y'all. Chloe is balling for as long as she's been on. Her stats as a freshman plus is better than Kamilla Cardoso as a freshman plus. And I say freshman plus because she just finished her freshman season January. Her stats are better than Ashlyn Watkins when she was a freshman plus. Okay. Look at Ashlyn Watkins' stats going into her sophomore campaign. How about I'll look into her stats going into her sophomore campaign and compare it to Chloe Kitts? Because sometimes we get revisionist history. Y'all better be blessed about who we got. Ashlyn Watkins last year as a freshman, averaged 11 minutes a game, 5 points, 3 rebounds. Okay? In her complete freshman year, Chloe is having a better year. It's all confusing because she showed up a semester early. Okay, she showed up a semester early, but that's why I compare it. Because she just finished her freshman year. 10.7 rebounds, damn good to me. Yes, she got to get stronger. She will. This time next year, February the 15th, the day after Valentine's Day, 2025, we having this conversation. Maybe we're playing Tennessee again. Who knows? Maybe we're playing Texas. I'm not sure. But Chloe Kitts will be 10 to 15 pounds stronger. Will she be averaging 10 points and 7 rebounds? Probably not, because next year she'll probably be getting 12 and 8, 13 and 8. That type of situation. I'm going to be blunt, and I'm going to say this right here. Chloe Kitts is a dog. And Chloe Kitts had 40, 50 scholarship offers to play anywhere in the country, and she decided to come to South Carolina. Chloe Kitts, when she's a senior at the University of South Carolina, will be one of the better players that ever played at South Carolina. I'm saying that right now. Right now. Elizabeth Anderson, Rickea Jackson, scoreless in the second half. Say it with your chest. Scoreless in the second half. How you go from, at the halftime, you're being interviewed. At halftime, you get an interview going into the tunnel, and in the second half, you just disappear. I disappear because South Carolina decided to play some defense. South Carolina played some defense on Rickea Jackson, and Rickea Jackson got tired. B. Harris starting doesn't really matter in South Carolina. It don't matter. Starting is an afterthought, because when you play, multiple players, and most of those players play a lot of minutes, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who starts. It matters who finishes. It matters who make the big plays when they need to make the big plays. Chloe played 16 minutes. Cardoso played 29 minutes. Bree Hall played 28 minutes. Raven, 35 sensational minutes. Sania Powell, 34 minutes. Watkins, 27. Feagin, 9. Fulwiley, 11. And Tessa, 11. Okay? So Watkins didn't start, but she played 27 minutes. I said it before. Watkins played starter minutes. She's played 27 minutes in this basketball game. Chloe played 16, but in those 16 minutes, she was effective with 6 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Now she turned the ball over more, and it didn't go that way. But in actuality, the players that get the most minutes on our team is Watkins, Powell, Raven, Bree, and Cardoso. Those are legitimately our starters. You know what I mean? So sometimes we put too much stock in it. But Watkins, come on, y'all. She's awesome. And awesome defensively. It's not talked about enough. Carl D in the game was very physical for the guards. They sure was. It was very physical. Very physical, and I love it. I love physical basketball. Let them play. I don't want to see these little ticky-tack fouls. I don't want to see all this mess going on, But you got to call it both ways. So if you call them physical on one end, don't be cheap on the other end. Don't be cheap. Call it physical on both ends, So, but good. I mean, it was good. Now, their guards didn't do a whole lot shooting the ball well either. Puckett did pretty good, 7 for 10, 15 points. Excuse me. But it was good. It was good. Crunk girl. Man, Jackson is WNBA ready. Love her game. She is. She's a grown woman. She's a fifth year. She's playing like our fifth year senior is supposed to play. Offensively, she's a great player. Defensively, she got a whole lot of work to do. But offensively, she is ready for the WNBA. Thought she was going to the W last year, but supposedly her stock had dropped, so she came back another year. But having Rickea Jackson as a fifth year senior would be the same. We'll be thinking the same way about our players if Kamilla came back for a fifth year. Imagine Kamilla coming back for a fifth year. Tina Powell coming back for a fifth year. I mean, the possibilities are endless. It's endless. But she is doing what she's supposed to be doing for a team that's not championship ready at all. Michelle J. y'all going back and forth. Okay, dope. Yeah, Rickea is her for sure and ready for the W. Robert, I just made you asked how many minutes each player played, and I just gave you that rundown of how many minutes each player played. Hercules failed a game day should have been against UConn. Game day. They when I say dropped the ball, they completely dropped the ball. ESPN went straight Super Bowl. It ain't nothing else matter. We got the Super Bowl, and we're gonna send everybody to the Super Bowl. And I don't care if they don't cover women's basketball or not. Everybody going to the Super Bowl. You go to the Super Bowl. You go to the Super Bowl. I go to the Super Bowl. Everybody goes to the Super Bowl. Like, come on, bro. You know, you're absolutely right. Hercules. It should have been last week. That's the biggest game. That was the biggest game. There was no pregame show. Only pregame show that went down was mine. You know, it was none of that stuff. It's like, okay, here's the game. Boom. Like, nah, they dropped the ball. And having game day next against Georgia, bro. Come on. The line Carolina gonna be favored by 35 points against Georgia. All right, come on. It dropped. Robert Rickea Jackson should have come out last year. The draft is deeper this year if all the girls come out and don't take the COVID year. Yes, the draft is deeper this year, but the draft is deeper this year also. It's kind of with the COVID year, where these players are actually having the option of using the COVID year. Now, the COVID year about to go away soon, okay? COVID year about to go away. But with the players having the opportunity to stay another year, better their game, further their degree system, all these different things, possibly increase their draft stock, it just throw things in flux because you don't know. You don't know. You don't know who's coming out. You don't know who's staying. You have no idea. You'll be a lot of players going to be deciding in April. They'll be making the decision in April, like, okay, this player stand, this player stand. And then you have players going to enter the transfer portal according to players who going to be declaring for the draft, you know? I saw this cool thing that they're going to be doing some type of classic, including UConn being in every year, but includes UConn and Tennessee and Iowa. And it was another squad. I can't remember the last team. But then I looked at it like, it's Louisville. I looked at it like, first of all, I'm not sure why you put Iowa because Caitlin Clark going to be gone unless you know something that I don't know. Because it makes me think like, okay, why in the hell are you going to put Iowa in this huge classic next season, you know, if Caitlin Clark is gone? Here's a fun fact. Nobody will ever watch Iowa basketball again. Ever. It is done. They will go back to what they were previously. Nobody watched Iowa basketball before. When Caitlin Clark goes to the W, nobody going to watch it again. So I'm not sure why they putting that in there, but they did. So maybe she'll be coming back as well too. Roy Jackson, Rickea's draft stock the same as last year, top 5. You know, sometimes I take the draft stock, I take the projections. You have to take the projections with a grain of salt. You really have to, because it was some projection and so many projections that these prognosticators, I love that word, prognosticators. I love it. These prognosticators talk about, because some of these prognosticators, and especially ESPN, had had Bree Bill being drafted in the first round. Well, that didn't happen. She didn't get drafted in the first round. So we sometimes we gotta look at it differently. What I do know, Rickea Jackson is a good player. She's a really good basketball player. Where she gets drafted in the W, we will find out. But this whole transfer portal, NIL, COVID stuff is making an already exciting women's basketball brand even more exciting, because it leads to the unknown. Now, I would say this right here. If some of these top players decide, if they have a COVID year come back, I mean, that's the college basketball fan is just having a ball. It's just amazing. If you have the stalwarts of college basketball decide to come back and say, yo, I'm coming back for another year because I can. I mean, come on. That's amazing for us. If we come back in April and say, Kamilla Cardoso and Tahina Powell is coming back, is anybody going to be sad? Is anybody going to be unhappy about that happening? No, because we get another year with these two great players, and everything, the numbers wise, things will work out. Things will move on. Things will happen. You know, players will transfer. Players will say, hell no, I want to go to this team. But it changes the calculus. I know Iowa is selling farm material and some tractors to increase the NIL money for Caitlin Clark to stay with Iowa for another year. I know they are. They're probably passing out collection plates at the game. I know they are. You know, every church, I know every black church got a building fund for the church and everything. You know, all these black churches got these building funds, and you know what normally happens? There don't be nothing built. Yeah, we had the building fund. I go, like, for 30 years. Like, it don't be nothing built, but you still got a building fund. So you got the Caitlin Clark fund. So, yeah, I mean, like, oh, there's a lot. Natural girl, Raven has more things in that crock pot that Dodge should tap into. You are so right. You are so right. Raven Johnson is number 3 in assists in the SEC. And I said before, when the season started, I thought Raven was going to lead the SEC in assists. Well, you got some teams that are getting, because this is what it is, right? This is what it is. You have what we call empty stats. You have empty stats. Okay, empty stats is every team, regardless of you good or bad, every team going to have a leading scorer who's going to average about 15, 17 points. Every team. You can be the worst team. You can be the team that's 360th. Going to average 16, 17, 18 points in the game, right? You have another player on that team who's going to be averaging about 8, 9, 10 rebounds on the worst team in the world, right? So you have players in the SEC that are not as good as Raven, who has more assists than her. Those are just the reals. That's just the real. Some of it's because they play more minutes. Some of it because we predicate our game because we spread the ball around. All those different factors, right? But if you're third in assists in the SEC, and I mean, with these 3 games of 8 rebounds, 12 rebounds, was that 8 and 12? That's 20 plus 15, that's 35. 35 rebounds, 3 games. That is increasing the rebound total for this young lady. And I'm just spitballing right here. She got to be high up there in rebounds in terms of guards, especially point guards. What if she top 3 in rebounds in the SEC in a point guard position, top 3 in assists at a point guard position? Come on now. Come on. And then being the quarterback of the team and the number 1 team, that stuff matters to me, y'all. It matters. It matters to me. And she don't get tired. Raven Johnson she still got that pep in the stuff all the time. She always do bouncing. Just bouncing around, bounce. She always bouncing. She's re-ranked. Bro, you just said she is re-ranked. You just said it. Raven played 35 minutes. She got on Real Motor. 35 minutes. She don't stop. She plays offense and defense, y'all. Hey, Goody, with the remaining of the schedule, who do you think would be the best challenge for the Gamecocks? Remaining of the schedule? Nobody? I mean, until we get to the tournament. I mean, the SEC tournament, we might play, LSU again. We might. And that, they'll give us a battle, but it'll be in Greenville. That's a home game. Let me go through the schedule. I don't see nobody. Oh, so we got Georgia. Yeah, they did see Georgia, 1300 ABC, game day, and all that mess. Then we got Alabama. Now, you know what? Alabama's a decent team. No shade, Alabama. They're a decent team, but they ain't gonna play with no Gamecock. The last time we played Kentucky, I think we won by 70. So it won't be them. Arkansas. Arkansas. I like Arkansas better, though. Wow. Ooh. February 29th. We playing at 9 o'clock on a Thursday. I just saw that on the SEC network. First of all, let's say this right here. There's no team on the East Coast that should be playing 9 o'clock at night. No, ain't none. So we play at 9 o'clock at night on a Thursday, and it ain't no ESPN, ABC, or them things like that. We're on SEC network. Okay? So it's not a spotlight game. It's not a primetime game. And we playing Arkansas. Don't like it. Don't like that at all. And then we got Tennessee at 12 o'clock on March the 3rd. So, hey, Goody, to answer your question, who thinks is the best challenge? Shoot, man. I'd probably say Alabama. I don't know. It's tough. None of them. We'll go undefeated in the regular season. We will. Then SEC tournament, we'll play whoever we're going to play in the finals, and that'll be it. I don't want to be braggadocious and none of those things. I don't see no team. No. I don't see none. And then we get the brackets. for the tournament, and we'll start all over. We'll roll it up and throw it in the thing, and then we'll just see what it does. Nobody. Darnell Baylor, child is a dog. Yup, she is. What happens next? Thank you for being a member and the comments and everything. Appreciate it. JB, Chloe can practice again against CMB. She'll get stronger. Facts. I mean, come on. You got a top level women's basketball player. You got a top level, men's basketball player. Both of the teams are ranked. Both of the teams are doing well. I mean, come on. You got love in basketball all over again. Who hates teenage love? Who hates? Don't hurt me again. A teenage love. Don't hurt me again. Y'all remember that song? That was. I think I was in 3rd grade, 4th grade, something like that. Don't hurt me again. I ain't the only one who remember it. Y'all remember it too. Chris Gray, strength is not Kid's issue. It's better decision making after she decides to take on the entire defense. That's just playing more basketball, bro. Just playing more basketball. And she'll get it. Appreciate the comment. Ernest Boyd, I appreciate Captain Will. I really enjoy your basketball knowledge. Keep up the good work, brother. Keep Chloe in the lineup. Have we forgotten who kept Gamecocks in the LSU game? Chloe put in the work against LSU. Let's not forget, Ashton Walker was in foul trouble. I think she finished with 2 points and a rebound or something. It was something insane. It was not good. And after that game, Ashton Watkins has been on, in Ravens' words, a revenge tour. So yeah, love it. Jim Palmer, Tennessee gave us one of the best games yet. Hats off. They did. Right? And Jim Palmer, appreciate the love, appreciate the comment. They did. Country Notary, what do y'all think about buzzer beater football? I don't know what in the world. I don't know what to think. I don't know. Don't know. It's like you know she's getting the ball. And it takes me back to 80s and 90s NBA basketball. It really does. You know that MJ getting the ball. You know that a Kobe getting the ball. You know that an AI is getting the ball. And it's up to you to decide how you're going to defend it. You know they're going to get in the ball. And what you going to do? You know Fulwiley getting the ball about 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds left in the game. Like, you'll see Dawn Staley. It's like it'll be a time. I should call a timeout or something. 20 seconds left in the game. Fulwiley comes to the basketball. Every late possession that Carolina has the ball, 99% of the time, Fulwiley is shooting the ball. She's shooting the ball. She is shooting the ball. And you better have your best defender on there. Now, Fulwiley did not have a great game offensively, but she will always be a shot maker. Every time, she's going to be a shot maker. And she ain't scared of nothing. We talking about a freshman, y'all. We talking about a freshman. This time last year, we're playing at Kenan High School. A freshman in Tennessee with statues and legacy, and you had Candace Parker at the game. I don't know what to say about this child. I don't know what to say about MiLaysia. I don't know what to say. Darnell Baylor. Hey, Cap, did you notice Don's coaching adjustment by having Raven floating the lane for a soft double on Rickea? Shout out to Don for the small things. How do I become a member? First off, Darnell Baylor, brother, I thank you for always making your comments, and I appreciate all the love that everybody does. Everybody does, especially you, Darnell Baylor. Okay, so fam, let's talk about becoming a member. Become a member of South Carolina. Become a member of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. You have bronze, you have silver, and you have gold. Okay. You go to my YouTube channel, preferably on a computer. You go to my YouTube channel and you hit you go to the channel and you say either join around about the middle way, or it is you go to the memberships and click on it that way. Either way, you should be able to be good to go. And you decide on which one you want to do. If you're a gold member, you get a T-shirt. You do we do the live member only type stuff. It's pretty cool. So check it out. If you got any issues, just DM me, fam. Reggie, and back to the adjustment. Yes, I seen the adjustment, and that's just good coaching. That's just good coaching. You know, at halftime, you're talking to my wife and everything. We were discussing about the changes that needs to happen in the game and things like that. And I came more. She came from more of the standpoint of the players. No, okay. First off, we was talking about Dawn. So should Dawn basically just get in that ass, or should she kind of pull back a little bit and praise them on what they was doing well, right? And we kind of agreed upon that. But also, this is the time too where you got to mold them and say, hey, yo, this might be on me a little bit, and let's get the players in the right position to score, to rebound, and things like that. And that's what she did. She made make adjustments at halftime. That's why she's a phenomenal coach. Phenomenal. And not only her, everybody, my Sessions and Lisa Boyer and Gillette Law and Gandy. It's so many different coaches on this staff that are great. So many. It's not just Dawn Staley. It's not just one player, not just one coach. So many coaches. And it's so awesome watching the whole progression of the staff and of the players. You talking about a player like MiLaysia Fulwiley, who was just talking about, who has transformed her game defensively right in front of our eyes. Who is a sensational, great player offensively already, and decision-making will improve. But it's just awesome. It's just awesome. We're going to do a few more questions. Alan Pavon, appreciate you being a member. I was not able to watch the game tonight. However, I did see a quick shot of Coach Staley, very upset during the timeout. She appeared to be upset with someone. Can you tell me what happened? We just weren't playing ball. We was not playing ball. We was playing stagnant. Defensively, we weren't hustling. We weren't playing ball, Alan Pavon. And Dawn did what Dawn does. She laid a few choice words. And if you can read lips, y'all know what she said. So but that's great coaching. Great coaching. If you ain't doing well, you ain't doing up to your capability. It's different when you are not doing your capability or you doing the best you can do. If you're doing the best you could do, it's like, damn, man, this is the best I could do. Coach, I can't do no more. They just better. You know what I mean? I don't know what to do. I'm trying as hard as I can, but I'm 5'4". I'm 5'4", and the player I'm guarding is 6'3". I don't know what I can do. I don't know. Maybe I can put some stilts on. I don't know what I can do. But Dawn will coach you hard, and you got to be able to take it. Robert Whitaker, we are running the table. Family, I believe it. Regular season for sure. I believe we're going to run the table regular season. I believe that wholeheartedly. SEC tournament, I believe we're going to run the regular season. Y'all don't believe that. I know ain't nobody on here right now believe that somebody going to beat us in the SEC tournament. It could happen. It could be a game they won't play nowhere. But like I said before, Greenville will be a home game for the South Carolina Gamecocks. You will all see all the garnet and black that's going down in Greenville. That's a short trip from Columbia. Okay? I don't see nobody beating no South Carolina, no Greenville, any of these teams. Last year, we played Tennessee in the championship. You think Tennessee going to beat South Carolina? We're going to beat the brakes off Tennessee in the senior night. The question, like, who finished number 2 in the SEC? That's the question. And they get turned up for the whole tournament. That's what we got to be ready for. I understand Feagin be losing her players sometimes on defense, but is that the only reason she plays limited minutes, or is it because Watkins plays an overall better game? Hard to sub her out. Watkins is just a better player. Watkins is a better player offensively and defensively. Okay. Let me pause. Sania Feagin is a good to really good offensive player. She is. Now, with Watkins, she is developing to a really good offensive player too. She get to her spots. She's very efficient. She can elevate over anyone. You saw when she missed the bunny, elevated before anybody else elevated, got the ball, got the rebound, put it back up for the basket. Now, defensively, it is not in the same category. Defensively, I love Sania Feagin. Just Watkins, and it's no shame. It is what it is. The best player is going to play. When Feagin comes in the basketball game, she played, for the most part, over the last 10, 12 games, she has played well. And I think she's made some money for herself for next season. But Watkins is different. We have not, in the short stint that Watkins have been a Gamecock, we have not had a power forward as athletic as Ashlyn Watkins. We had one. We have not had one in the history of ever at South Carolina. She is 1-on-1 at athleticism at South Carolina at that post position. Nobody. Athleticism. I ain't saying she's the best player. I ain't saying she got the best moves. I ain't saying none of those things like that. I'm saying athletically, we ain't had a player like this child right here. We ain't had one. Adam Ritter, I hope the men team don't lay an egg on Saturday. I hope not. But, they didn't play well against Auburn, but there was also an 11-point underdog. See, this is the thing, too. Lamont Paris has exceeded every expectation that's known to basketball this year. We'll pick to finish last in SEC in men's basketball. Last. 14th out of 14th. So to even be ranked, even though I don't like the AP poll, I think it's garbage. You know, I don't like, you don't like it. But to have those cats playing the way they're playing together as a team, everything else is gravy. We got a 20-win season in the men's basketball team going to the tournament that was picked to finish last in the SEC. Oh, give that brother a raise, somebody. Alan Paybon, thank you, Cap. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, fam. Appreciate you. Tavezi Flex Vlogs. If you don't close out each quarter against South Carolina, you not beating them. You are so true. You have to play every quarter almost like it's your last quarter. You just throw everything at them because Carolina's too deep, too good, and eventually we will catch up on you. They were singing Rocket Top and Rocket Top. Woo! I'm like, what in the hell? All that stuff early on in the game. Then second half, that fourth quarter, Rocket Top. It was a little slow. You didn't have that energy. You had that energy. You had that energy going on. Like, I saw some folks in the front row. I was like, yo, y'all know y'all gonna lose, right? Y'all know you're gonna lose. It's cool to be like, think you're gonna see upset. But this is Carolina. This is different. This is not the team that y'all had with Holsclaw and with Catchings and Candace Parker. Nah, this is not that team. It's not this Carolina team either. It's like, okay, you're gonna lose, right? Like Fulwiley and was it Powell was going up a little bit against each other. And I'm sure Powell got her. She got a good on a crossover, and then Fulwiley came back and got her. And I'm sure Fulwiley said, I'm gonna get you, right? I'm gonna get you. You got me that time, but I'm gonna get you back. And then you're gonna lose. You're getting this dub, right? Who getting the dub. Who going back home. It's just it's crazy, man. It's crazy how we discuss South Carolina and we win by 11. It's like, man, we should have won by 25. It's crazy how good this team is shooting. And, we only shot 40% from the field. We shot 40% from the field, 22% from three, 50% from free throw. Bad offensively, and win by 11. You know why? Because South Carolina's defense. And I hear talk about Carolina's defense. We're not as good as we were last year. We're not this, we're not that. But I tell you, we are, dude. This is what we are. Every season is different. 2023 season is different than 2022 season. It's different. And this season, we are number one defensively in field goal percentage allowed. Tennessee shot 32%. We are top 20, top 15, top 20. I think it's top 15 now in 3-point percentage allowed. Tennessee shot 12%. We're number one in 2-point percentage. Tennessee didn't shoot the 2-point ball well at all tonight. So it may look different than in years past where we had a Leah Boston, we had a Bree Bill. It may look different, but it's the same result. Because we always talk about how good defensively Bree Bill was and how great defensively Leah Boston was. There were some players on some of these teams that we had that were not great defensive players. I'm just saying. They weren't. And they weren't, some of these players that on some of these previous teams weren't, amazing offensive players either. But it worked for, those teams. And what's working for South Carolina this year is a lot of switching, a lot of communication that this team does. We don't play man on man, woman on woman basketball defensively a lot. We don't play, I shouldn't say a lot. We don't play it as well, And end of the day, we're still number one defensively by a nice bit. So that tells me that every game that we play in, we're going to be in every game we're going to play in. Every single game. We're not as Tennessee. We're not as Georgia, who play on Sunday. you know, Arkansas, Alabama, any of those teams, Tennessee again, it don't matter, but we're going to play defensively. Will the shots go in? Will we shoot 40% from the field on Sunday? Absolutely not. We're going to shoot the lights out, and everything will be back in the way that we think is supposed to be in the first place, right? And then you're going to see Powell go off again. You'll see Breezy go off again, because this is the only basketball game this season where our 3 guards did not, totality, all 3 of them did not shoot the ball well. They was bad. They were bad shooting the basketball. That ain't happening again this season. And that happened through 24 games. That ain't going to happen on Sunday. Today was a day where the ball didn't go in. It ain't happening on Sunday. It ain't happening on next Thursday, even though we're playing at 9 o'clock at night. Just messing up my situation. Because you play a game at 9 o'clock at night, then the game ends at 11 o'clock at night, and you got to go into Friday. You know, folks work. Like, you don't do that. You don't do that. I can't you just play on a Saturday? On Friday at 7 o'clock? You know what I'm saying? Something like that? You know, I don't like that. I don't like those optics of that. So, but we'll be there. We will be there, and we'll be ready to play. And I'll be going live at 11 o'clock, and we're going to turn up like only the Captain Will can do. And I'm sure y'all will be here rocking with me too. And probably some of y'all will be late for work or late for class. Cause I know, like Tiff Smith. Yeah, she probably gonna miss that day. Yeah, she probably will. Now some of these cats, some of my faithfuls, they probably missing work that day too. I know how y'all roll. But it's all good. It's all good. So we're gonna do let me tell you about the next week. Let me tell you about the next week that's going on, and we're doing a live show on Sunday after the game, and we do the preview show on Saturday, and and post game, all these cool things going down. We're doing the members only thing next week, and I just encourage everyone to continue to like and subscribe in all platforms that we have, and continue to rock with your man, Captain Will. This concludes another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. Thank you for sharing your evening with me, despite the technical difficulties early on. You are now rocking with the best, and since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. Let's go. Let's go.